Wherever you're joining me, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to India Tech Report, a platform dedicated to chronicling and supporting the growth of India's deep tech and climate tech ecosystems, with the occasional segue into other areas of tech entrepreneurship. I'm Hari Arakli, and this is the Daily Brief. It's Monday today, and to kick the week off, I thought I'd bring you some interesting headlines from the world of climate tech. Let's call this the Climate on Monday, if you like. In today's headlines, I've got the shipping industry's net zero efforts, a Microsoft deal that advances innovation in sustainable cement, a startup in the US that's boosting the efficient use of existing data center capacity, some notes on why direct air capture is losing its sheen, and an innovative green financing fund in India. So let's get started. The shipping industry, responsible for about 3% of global emissions, faces a pivotal period as it seeks scalable zero-emission solutions and adapts to stricter climate policies, Reuters reported last week. The sector must cut the greenhouse gas intensity of its fuel by 30% by 2035 and 65% by 2040 under new global regulations, with the International Maritime Organization introducing emissions thresholds and a pricing mechanism starting in 2028. While innovations like wind-assisted propulsion and biofuels are emerging, concerns remain over the sustainability of some fuels and market uncertainty, according to Reuters. Microsoft recently agreed to buy up to 622,500 metric tons of low-carbon cement from Sublime Systems, a US startup, over the next 6 to 9 years, aiming to reduce emissions from its data center and infrastructure construction. The deal uses new environmental certificates to claim emissions reductions, even when the cement isn't used directly by Microsoft. Sublime's electrochemical process avoids the carbon emissions of traditional cement production. The agreement will help scale Sublime's technology and accelerate the adoption of cleaner construction materials in an industry responsible for about 8% of global CO2 emissions. Sublime was founded at MIT by Dr. Leah Ellis and Professor Yet Ming Chiang, both respected experts in materials science, electrochemical systems, and sustainability research. The company has raised more than $200 million in funding from leading climate tech investors, global cement incumbents, and cooperative agreements with the US Department of Energy. Gridcare, a US startup founded by entrepreneur Amit Narayan, uses generative AI to map and analyze the US electrical grid, according to a TechCrunch report. The startup, which has raised $13.5 million in seed funding recently, could potentially identify more than 100 gigawatts of untapped capacity for data centers, Narayan tells TechCrunch. By matching data center developers with utilities and factoring in variables such as fiber connectivity, weather, and regulations, Gridcare aims to help hyperscalers bypass long waits for grid connection. It charges developers based on the megawatts it unlocks, offering a cost-effective alternative to building private power plants. So far, North American startups have secured more than $22.37 billion in funding for carbon capture, utilization, and storage technologies, altenergymag.com reports. Some $130 million of that was raised in 2025 to date. Once a darling of climate tech, direct air capture startups in the US have seen a 60% drop in venture investment this year amid political uncertainty and wavering corporate commitments, Bloomberg reported early last month. With government incentives at risk and high costs per ton, the DAC sector faces a challenging path to scale, even as overall climate tech investment rises. This shift raises concerns about the sector's ability to deliver on long-term carbon removal goals, Bloomberg reporter Coco Liu writes in that insightful piece. Here in India, Stride Green in New Delhi has secured $3.5 million in seed funding to expand its innovative financing and leasing solutions for renewable energy, electric mobility, and battery storage. The firm's green financing portfolio now exceeds $120 million, supporting more than 3,000 clean tech assets and reflecting India's surging climate tech investment. Mercom India reports Stride Green was started last year by the well-known venture debt-focused VC Ishpreet Singh Gandhi, founder and managing partner at Stride Ventures, along with Vivek Jain, who is co-founder and chief business officer at Stride Green. That's it for today. You can find links to all the headlines in the show notes wherever you get your podcasts. If you'd like to support my work, all you have to do is follow this podcast. For in-depth conversations with entrepreneurs, investors, industry leaders, and other stakeholders contributing to India's deep tech and climate tech ecosystems, do check out my India Tech Report in Conversation podcast. You can also subscribe to my newsletter, India Tech Report, if you'd like to get all these in one place. I'm Hari Arakli. Thank you for listening.